Hello again! One more video to add to the pile about paywalls. Just seen a Linus Tech Tips video actually, so I'm kind of ripping him off about paywalls. But the thing is, the problem is with that is he is just shat on paywalls. He's shat on the idea of paywalls completely, like relentlessly, 100%. Which you'd think, okay, everyone should agree with that. No, not quite so fast, right? BMW paywalls I don't disagree with, and the reason is this. You can buy the top spec, fully decked out Beamer at a fraction of the price which it would normally cost. And how you do this is you get the version with the sealed off features, they're paywalled. So, for instance, you get automatic driving assistance, and you get headlight assistance, you get braking assistance, all these kind of things built into the car. The car can do these things, but until you pay, you're not allowed to use them, right? And you think, oh, that's a terrible idea. Fucking hell, that's just... No, because if you think about it, you might want those features in future, but you might not be able to afford them now. So instead of buying an inferior model of car and then having to sell it, buy another one, sell it, buy another one until you get the one you want, which by then is going to be old, so you won't want it anymore. Like an iPhone, you only want it when it's current. Now you can have the top spec BMW with fucking every single feature in there, where you can have someone in the car and say, oh yeah, got this new car, blah blah blah. You don't have to tell them that you paid a fraction for it. And then later on, when you've earned the money, you can then pay BMW without having to pay a credit charge or any late payment charge, anything like that. None of that. So actually, if you think about it in that light, that paywall's good. And it is removing e-waste because you didn't have to junk 3 other shitty cars before you could afford this one. And this one, when you actually sell it, is still going to be kind of current. So it's still not going to be e-waste. It's going to go to the next person. And you can either sell it at the full price with all the features on, or you can remove those features and then get a bit of money back from BMW and then sell it as the low version. So it gives you a plethora of options, buying and selling wise. It reduces e-waste. It gives you a look-in for the car which you can't fucking afford, and lets you have it until you can afford it, just not actually use all of the features on it. So, we're coming up to 3 minutes, that's going to be the end of the video. But just think about it that way. Everyone's going to shat on they're all going to have a go at this idea of paywalls. Nobody likes the idea of paywalls because where those paywalls have appeared and the way they have been used. But I think BMW are onto something here. That is the future. The future is you can live in this house, but you can only have one of the bedrooms until you've paid the extra bit. And then if you want to actually pay less, we will fill up those 2 bedrooms. So we will get you some lodgers, and you won't have to pay the whole cost of the house. You're sharing it with 2 complete strangers, and you can move out whenever you want, and there's none of the arguments with other flatmate house members or whatever. So you can think a million ways where this is going to be good. So I think, yes, in computer games, Linus, which is where you have seen paywalls, and in software, it's fucking terrible. You don't want to pay for software and then be using it and realise you need to pay again. That's bad. That paywall is... No, we don't want to see those. But like I said, the BMW model, come and think about it, guys. That's the future. If you were selling something and someone wanted to buy it off you, didn't quite have enough money to get it, if you could sell it to them feature limited and say, just pay me the rest later and you'll get that feature, you fucking would. Trust me. If you had a business, you would like the idea of this. All your customers would benefit from this, and you would be able to sell things quicker with less money wasted, less e-waste, and, just easier all around. So, yeah, think about that. Linus is right. Paywalls suck in, most scenarios at the moment, the way they're done. And it's not because it's a paywall. It's because they don't warn you. They take 100% of your retail money when you buy the thing, and they don't tell you that these features that they've used to sell you that is, you're going to have to pay again for those. But it's an honesty that they can have or not have. So like BMW do, they don't lie to you. They tell you this is what you're getting for your money. This is what you're not getting for your money. This is how much money you will need to get these in your car. It's fucking perfect. I don't see why... I know why. The reason why this is not being brought up yet as a positive is because nobody's thought it through yet. They've just seen what's already out there and assumed the rest of the time paywalls are going to look the same as that. No. Think about how cars looked. The first car was noisy, expensive, slow, and the fucking fumes would make a pregnant woman miscarry if it drove past. Not later, there and then it would make her miscarry. And you, as a driver, would be cancer-ridden by the time you were 50, let's say you'd driven it for 10 years, and you have to throw up every time you get out of the car because the fumes inside the car are just fucking poisonous. Right? But now, what do people think of cars? They don't think they're fucking terrible now, do they? Everyone's got at least 2 in their family. So just think about that. Paywalls. Is it a bad idea? Is it a good idea? Or maybe it depends how it's used. And I will leave you on that. See you next time.